as I mentioned previously in some of the other questions, I've become more interested in sports psychology. And one area that does interest me is this combination of personality, playing style, and racket choice. And what I'm really getting at here is that, do you think, and it'd be great if we could have this really big questionnaire, do you think that your playing style is so closely related to your personality? And I'm sure that there are personality tests that we could take. Do you think that we'd be able to make a very strong correlation between a player's personality and their playing style? I mean, it might just be such an obvious question. Yeah, of course it is. The person who's very analytical in life is analytical on court. The person who likes to take risks and just go for things is the same on court. And I think that that's probably true. I think that there's a very strong correlation between personality and playing style, in which case that opens up a really set of interesting questions about coaching different types of personalities and how you adapt to that. But that's not really the place for this. I'll probably post it somewhere else. And then it leads on to rackets. Now, back in the day, I mean, I don't have any really old rackets here, but back in the day, pretty much all of the wooden rackets were the same. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and there weren't so many brands and there weren't so many models, but back in the day, the rackets were more or less the same. It was all about marketing and how they promoted their rackets. But nowadays there seems to be so many more brands. Each brand has like almost 10 different models. Are they really that different? Oh, yeah, okay. That's another topic. But what I'm saying is that, would you be able to correlate a particular playing style with a particular racket? Now, I want to remind you that I do not believe that there's one type of racket for one type of playing style. Okay? I do not believe that. I think that people who tell you, oh, if your game is aggressive, then this is the perfect racket for you. No. If your game is aggressive, try this racket. You might like it. Okay, I'm okay with that. But you can see players of very different styles playing with exactly the same racket, and they're all really, really happy with it. But what I'm more interested in connecting is I'm connecting the way the racket is marketed for different personalities. If this racket was marketed as a control racket, do more people who like control play with it? Do they believe that marketing propaganda? Maybe the wrong word, but this is what I'm trying to connect, and maybe I'm rambling a little bit too much, and maybe I haven't done enough thinking about it. But we got this question: do you think that your personality can be directly correlated with your playing style? And on top of that, do you think that those two things can then be correlated to the type of racket or how it's marketed on top of that? So that's the question. It's a weird one, but anyway, tell me what you think. I'm going to think more about this, and maybe have to write an article and maybe explore it a little bit more. But that's initially the question. What do you think?